Alright, it's time for a Forex trading update. It's been a little bit since I've had one, but I have had some profitable trades. My expert advisor is still moving along just fine. This is my personal account. You can see that this week I've had 0.6% profit, which is about 99 pips and $7 on this account. It's a pretty small account, but the numbers are looking good, solid, basically no drawdown, so I'm happy with that. On Robert's account, it's been a little bit less just because the risk is, and I'm trading a 50-to-1 leverage account for him, so his profit's a bit less. At 0.3% profit for the month, and 0.32 for the week. So the week and the month are the same since this is the first month of January. So 364 pips, which is 150 pips. $364, which is 150 pips. So the trades differ slightly on both accounts. So my personal account at Trader's Way versus Oanda. As you can see, there are no open trades at Oanda, but there is an open trade at Trader's Way on the odd Aussie Canadian dollar. So let me reposition my. Okay, there we go. So the trade here has been open for a while. You can see where the entry was. The entry was right in here. Actually, it was right in here. So shot up, went back down, and then since has been moving up, but now it is moving back down. So it's kind of in a bit of a range. And it was really close to closing out in profit, about 60 pips. I only needed probably another 2 or 3 pips to cover the spread, and it didn't happen. So now I'm waiting again. We'll see if I can get some movement up, but if not, and it goes down, then I'll be looking to add to the position. So if this pushes down past my entry, 20 pips, I'll be looking to enter another trade and then looking for that additional bounce back up just a bit later. So let's look over the trades that have been taken already this week. Okay, so most of the trades, the profits that have been taking place have been on the pound Canadian dollar as expected. This pair is more volatile. I get more positions on it. And you can see, well, actually, I don't think I loaded up all the trades on it yet. Okay, so this one was taken last week on December 28th, but the first entry was right here. After the push-up, you can see that the RMI is above the 70, and there was a inside candle right here on the short side. Now this wasn't a huge pullback on the against the trend, so it was been moving down, right? Pull back up, and then entry. So this entry is technically with the trend, and sometimes I can have that if the trend is going to continue down, and this would be a pretty good place for that. And the pullback, we'll see if it's substantial enough. It's 93 pips. That's about the minimum of where I want to be on a pullback on the pound Canadian dollar. And it looked pretty good. There was multiple candles in here showing a potential for the downside, and especially this one right here. This is a good bearish engulfing candle with a big wick, big body. Looked like it was going to push down, but it was the the ending of the week, and sometimes whatever movement is happening at the end of the week likely won't continue. I've seen that happen quite a bit, and as you can see, there was a gap down, and the gap was recovered like a lot of times it is, and then this continued back up. So the 20 pips later, second entry, 20 pips later, third, and then fourth, and then eventually a continuation of that trend I guess came to pass. It took a while for it to happen, and 4 entries, but it wasn't a lot of drawdown by any means on the pair. So push down, and it pushed down more than I needed, and since that time, I've had a couple of other positions. Let me see if I make sure that I have all the positions here. Okay, so the last trade that was taken was a pretty good trade. It wasn't bad for the expert advisor. As you can see, there was a bounce here, pushed up. There was another candle here, an engulfing candle that caused the price to bounce up a bit here again. And there is, it's close to a round number. It's 69 at 1.69. It's not quite there, but it's pretty close. So price has been bouncing around it. So I had the expert advisor entered a trade here. So the robot entered a trade here, looking for another bounce. So one bounce, two bounce, second bounce, and then potential third. And the third went down a little bit lower and found a second entry, and then the bounce did happen, closed out for profit for 50 pips, and then it's been since continuing to range in this area. So we'll see if it continues to push up to the half number and then pull back down. So a bit of a pattern going on with the pound Canadian dollar, and already talked about the Aussie CAD. Now there's one extra trade or one extra basket on the Oanda account. You can see that this candle here actually ended up being an inside candle setup. And if you look at the same candle setup on the Trader's Way account, you'll see that it's not quite an entry. That the signal candle on Oanda was actually lower than the bearish candle. So as you guys know, there has to be a bearish for a buy signal. It has to be a bearish candle followed by a bullish inside, and the bullish inside is not an inside candle at Trader's Way. So that's where the difference is. But it still worked out just as fine as well on Oanda, so that's why we can have slightly different signals, but they are just as valid. And you can see here that there was an entry, second entry, bounce, profit. So the entry that we had on Trader's Way was the same entry candle, and this one turned out to be the same result as well, which is profit. So both of these baskets of two trades were 50 pips each. So I'm happy with how that worked out, and so not a ton of profit happening, but it's slow and steady, not a lot of drawdown, which I care about the most. Alright, so 115,000 on that account, and still 1,200 on this account, but the profit has been $150, which is pretty substantial, about 14% on this account since I have started trading with just the 1,200 or 1,000 account. Alright, so as you guys know, I've been doing some crypto trading, and crypto trading has been working out very well for me. It's been I've turned $800 into 3,000 and invested that 3,000 into a new crypto called Saga Coin, which I have been involved with since about the 28th of December. And since then, my 3,000 is sitting at currently about $11,000. So 800 into 11,000 in about 4 weeks is a substantial gain. Now, for you Forex traders that are experienced, I think that crypto trading is much easier, especially since it's a bull market. And as long as it stays a bull market, it's not too difficult to find and to dissect good cryptocurrencies to invest in. So I urge you guys to at least explore the option, because you could use it to fund your Forex trading, because it's slower, it's more secure, it's maybe a little bit safer as well. And so that's what I'm doing, turning a small amount into hopefully a large amount, which is much harder to do in the Forex world. Alright, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about and give you guys an update on today. I'm going to be releasing some more videos today, having to do with cryptocurrency, so you can check those out. Or if you're not interested in cryptos, just look at the title. If it says anything about a cryptocurrency, then just move on and wait for my next Forex update. Alright, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.